Hi Aries, and welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Aries is Väduren in Swedish, and I am Swedish, and therefore I will explain when I say I will throw in a few words here and there to maybe explain what the English means. Is what I mean. Some of you guys you thought that I was like saying that I've gotten critique or that I need clarification, and maybe I do. I just mean that I will, where I feel like there's an English words, where there is an English word, it might be a word that is not that commonly used, or it might be like a tougher word. And then I'll just get a hint that I will translate that into Swedish. That's what I mean with that. So I'll just jump straight in and let's see what's up with you, Aries. What do you need guidance on for this week? It's Leo season, so it should be easier for you right now. It should be more of a flowy feeling. Like it's not so much working against anything, though I'll say when there's too much flow or like, yeah, just heavy flow, it means that if you're not in the vicinity of that, like I närheten av det, if you're not like feeling it, if you're not going with the flow, or that you're sort of resisting the flow, it can even be a bit tough. You can feel a bit heavy. So it's like the faster you go, it's almost like you can feel more resistance, if that makes sense. I don't know if I explained that before, but like if you stand still, you might not, and it's not really all that windy outside. If you stand still, you won't notice the wind. But if you get on a bike and you start to ride that bike the fastest you can, the wind is really going to hit your face. And so the wind will feel like it's like working against you. But that's just because you picked up speed. So if you feel like any sort of resistance is there, there's a fun way of looking at it. It just means that you picked up a lot of speed. So you're heading towards something really good, if that makes sense. If it feels crap, it's good. Okay, Aries. I want to do 4. Then we'll do 4. And I will open them simultaneously this time. Not simultaneously, because I can't. And I think we get into a card to start off with that we had before. It's Memories. The next card out is Legends. Next card out is Creative Wonderment. And the fourth card, is Choices. And so the first card, the basic, like the basic energy in the situation that you're dealing with right now, I'm so drawn to talking about a relationship as soon as I looked at this card. I feel that some of you, let's see what this means with all these cards coming up after. I feel like you're reminiscing, like you're remembering and sort of being a bit nostalgic, going over maybe relationships that was in your past, or like in the good days. Like if you feel like you had golden days, if you feel like you had a moment in time where you were sort of sought after, or you felt really good about yourself, you knew that maybe several people were interested in you, maybe it was like a time where you felt like on top of the world, like you really could do anything. And it's like you're remembering this phase, or you're like wanting to go back. It's not like you're wanting to go back there, but you want to bring that forth to where you were at, like right now. And yeah, and then with the next card out, Creative Wonderment, Follow Your Passion, coming out next to that, and wanting to go back to, not wanting to go back, wanting to have that moment again, having however that felt like, however, let's say like this, so that it can apply for everybody. If it's not a relationship for you, If it's a situation, a work situation, work related situation, if there's something else going on in your life, just take it how it applies. There is a moment in time where you felt like you were really good at it. Like, so for instance, if you had a job that you really loved and you were really good at it, if you did a passion, you were doing something that you were really passionate about, and it feels like, so for instance, I can compare. At one stage in my life, I was doing a lot of music. I was doing a lot of singing, and when I came to that studio, sort of time stood still, and nothing else really mattered. And it was just the most. I think the coffee tasted better than any coffee I've ever had. And we were in the basement, and we drank crap coffee. And it was the best coffee I've ever had. We stayed in an apartment that it was like a 1-bedroom apartment, and it sucked. I think it's the most cozy apartment I've ever been to. So it's like it wasn't wow, materialistic. Well, the studio was pretty neat, but materialistic, it wasn't really the best place. But in like passion wise, it felt like, oh my goodness. If you have like had this sort of feeling for something, if you did something in the past, and now you're sitting at a corporate job and you sort of feel a bit stuck, you have a wish that you will take that back. You have a wish that you can relive that, or that you can go back into that somehow. If it's a relationship that you remember, like a really passionate relationship, or a time when you felt like you could just have anybody, so it's just more of a feeling about yourself, and now you wanted to bring it back. That's the sort of feeling I get from this first card. And then with the next card then coming out, I hope this makes sense now. Creative wonderment, follow your passion. So with the next card out saying creative wonderment means that take this feeling, take this notion, take this wanting to relive those good days, wanting to relive those golden days. You need to start to get creative. Like Spirit's asking you to be creative to whatever it is that you feel will bring that. It's not like you're even. If you ask me today, would I go into the studio and sing? No, it's not my wish anymore. It's not like my passion changed. Like, would I tour the world on big stages? Heck no, I'm too lazy. I don't have it's not my thing anymore. So that's not the thing. If you ask me, would I want to have that feeling back to be in the studio? Yes. I try to find that feeling. I don't try to find it every day, but that's sort of the main feeling I want to have in my life, if that makes sense. So you're not looking for the exact, like you're not looking for remembering what it is that you want to have back and then bring that back. You want to remember the feeling you had around the job, around the passion, around how you felt in a certain relationship, around a certain time in your life where you were just on top of the world. Bring that feeling with you. And now start to be creative. Do what you know you can do in order to bring that feeling. So if you feel really passionate, if you're just out walking your dog, or just having coffee with your friends, or writing something, doing yoga, however that applies in your life, if it's creativity, when you think of creativity, if that is painting to you, if that is singing to you, if that is crafting something, building something, then that's what you need. That's what you're asked to do. And it's not like Spirit is just coming in and asking you to do this. This is based on the energy that I pick up from you. So you have a wish to maybe not have the days like wake up and be gone, and then the next day is sort of the same thing. Yeah, maybe you go out and do certain things, and maybe you meet certain people and you go certain places, but there's still this lack, I feel, that you sort of want to lead a more like overall passionate life, and more to know what you're getting up for in the morning, and not have the feeling by the afternoon that now this day is gone too, and it just keeps repeating day after day. It's like you want to get into the creative mode and start to really create something for your life. Like start to, and it doesn't have to be like a whole new world within one day. It can just be that you put one foot in front of the other, or you just take one little, just a tiniest little detail that you sort of bring with you as a feeling in everything that you do. If you go out and see the same people, you go out for coffee, and you sort of just remember that feeling you had when you were younger or when you did that thing, and you bring it with you, that's going to be enough to start with, just get the momentum going. But then if you have like a, I don't know what that's called in Swedish, I'm sorry, in English, but staffli, like if you have something up where you can paint on. If you know for a fact that you love painting and you have that in your house, you have the piece of paper and a pen, take it out and draw something. Just get your creative juices going. Then, with the next card out, Legends. Learn from those who inspire you. And I feel you probably have somebody, even it can be like a famous person. It can be somebody you see on television or in movies, or in the area that you, like an artist that you are, the area that you're interested in. Or even as like relationship wise, you might have the perfect, you might have like the perfect, you think of a person that's your perfect person, and they might even be fictional, it might be somebody you've seen on television, so forth. Think you probably have, even in your own life, with non-fictional, I was gonna say non-fictional, like with real people in your life. You maybe have, like, the first person that comes to mind when I say this, there might be people in your life that you maybe not envy, but look up to. Like you think that they probably have it all. They seem to be happy together. They seem to be doing what they love to do. They seem to go places they want to go to. Maybe you have those people in your life. They're not there to discourage you, like discouraged. Så att du känner dig nedslagen. They're there to inspire you. I'm just asking you to think of those people so that they can lift you and inspire you. But then mainly, I feel like it's you reach for your own inspiration, meaning, of course, it's your own inspiration, but meaning whatever inspires you from your own life, to bring out whatever inspires you from your own life. Here, with the little lizard being there, you're sitting in the creek here in a lot of emotion, I feel. And then there's a little troll and there's a lizard. When the lizard shows up, it's usually energy that is not really pleasant. It's not really super positive. It actually is more towards the negative side. And I feel in this case, coming out to like next to these other cards, I feel like this card only talks about your own. I can't do that. That's too much. Like, I'm too lazy. That's too much of an effort. I don't want to go there. I don't have time to, like, I don't have it in me anymore. Whatever that is, that's your own little sleaze bag sitting there, just on your one shoulder. There's like, yay, let's do this, and then the other is like, no, let's not. I'm not into it. Guys, I'm closing into 15 minutes. You know where I'm going with this, and you feel what I'm after, and if that resonates with you and that's all you needed for this week, then I'm so happy that you watched. And please subscribe if you haven't. Please share it with your friends. Otherwise, join me on the link below. Just click the little arrow next to the title The curtain comes down, it says extended reading. You push the link, the blue link, and it'll take you to an extended version. And I'll just pull more cards on the situation and see what this is about. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, Aries.